Welcome back to Place of Views, boy. C Swerve.
It's the right guy.
It's your boy Cruz.
Julio.
And today we're doing a brand new series called Let's Argue. Obviously, I know what it means. We have a premise here, which is, would you rather have hip-hop and disclude every other genre, or have every other genre and disclude hip-hop? Now, me and Julio, are on the side of hip-hop over everything else. Rye Guy, on the sense of every other genre but hip-hop. Everybody gets 45 seconds to make their point. That's it. You cannot pass your 45 seconds. Now, Al, what's your point?
Off rip, I'm on team hip hop because despite me that not being my favorite genre, hip hop touches into every other fucking genre. You get me? Like that is tapping into anything or whatever sound or that I'm craving, any feeling I'm craving. Hip hop got something for that, and at a top level. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no other genre that does it as well, in my opinion. Mind you, I like alternative fire, rock music fire. That shit be heat. Sometimes I'm trying to get my little gangster move. What the fuck I'm gonna do then? You get me? Then they don't got that. I might be sad. Hip hop could do that for me. I might be mad. Hip hop could do that for me. I might be excited. That shit gonna do it for me. Think about and the variety. Come on now, bro. We're going from Playboy Cardi, who is, you can call him whatever the fuck you want. That's a whole vibe. That's you can't replicate that in any other genre. Then I'm bouncing to like a J. Cole level guy. Like, oh my God, that was 45, nigga.
No,
give me another minute.
Let me bounce because you gotta understand, right? The fact that you say that there's a bunch of different stuff in hip hop, right? Mm-hmm. But for us that we like to be under the influence, you can't tell me that that's gonna fucking make you happy as it does.
It
no,
is.
the fuck it doesn't.
Nah, you're
Why?
tripping.
Hold on,
nigga.
You
cannot
you
speak,
can't
my
speak.
boy. You cannot speak. Anyway,
Silence.
the fact that I want the other thing except for hip hop because I like to my Spanish music. One, I'm not leaving The Weeknd. I'm not leaving fucking Mac Miller. I'm not leaving
Mac Miller's hip-hop.
Mac Miller is
what? What?
He's speaking. Pardon.
Nah, ain't no way Mac Miller's fucking hip hop.
That's okay, bro. It's okay.
Yeah, see, I'm finding this out right now. On my fault. Tame Impala, fucking Beach House. I'm not leaving those people, bro. I'm sorry. No, bro. Hell no.
Bang. Now what you just said there basically is because I'm a junkie, I can't I have to listen to what I'm listening to. Sorry, the timer. Oh wait. Listen to. Obviously, I agree with what Alex said. I think hip hop is like I always said like a chemistry experiment. You can add everything you want. Also, no other genre really does the features well. So, like, how else you gonna get these big ass collabs like that? And hip hop is nothing gives you the feelings. I think yesterday was the anniversary of Kendrick doing the Like That verse. Like that moment in history and what led to that afterward for everything music related. Like pop culture, Super Bowl, the pedophile jokes they make in every single award season. Like nothing moves culture like hip hop does, and to just take that away from the world, I don't know what else. Like what can replicate that? Like rock again? Nobody can talk about rock stars no more.
I want to say to like kind of counter that point, like even though like yes, like I would say that you do have a point of saying that it had a culture and it moves the world, but I always think of it as music is subjective to the individual. So rather than having something that it is mainstream because it is the #1 genre in the world right now, rather than having that mainstream, I would rather have everything else because it gives you that sense of exploration. And I think that is more important when you're not only listening to music, but just like digesting it, like, getting it into your own bloodstream. It's something that I would rather feel. And having found something that gives me that feeling is something better than I think that all the rest of the world has. Having that to myself would be better than
Bang.
I'm just gonna bounce.
Hell no, you got to spin me back my 45.
Well, that's what we're doing.
Spin me back my
Damn.
45.
Right.
Run that shit. I understand what y'all getting at, but in terms of like for you, for that sake, for exploration, you got the clippings of the world, the JPEG mafias of the world. You got me? Fuck it, go back a little further back, the Pharrells of the world, who I haven't tapped in fully. There is a lot of sounds to explore in hip hop, nonetheless. Like that shit still exists. And for you, and like you like Spanish music, there's a lot of rap in there. I understand that you might not dabble in that. But that's kind of crazy because a lot of the best shit will be there. All right, pardon. And then even like the Mac Millers of the world, bro, he's that motherfucker's touching every type of sound, but it's all within hip hop. Like he keeps it hip hop at all times. At all times. Even balloonerism, that shit was peak all hip hop. That shit he still kept every element of hip hop in that bitch while having you explore all fuck.
Yo, Rafi is like trying so hard to fight.
No,
for this.
I'm trying hard because there's
The
just
Mac
so
Miller
much.
car.
There's so much different, bro. There's so much different type of music because we haven't even hopped into R&B. R&B is there also. Like, you can't tell me you're not about to listen to R&B. And then, respectfully, I've been listening to country music lately. Them niggas be spitting. Them niggas be fucking spitting, bro. They be having me, my heart be like, holy shit. So you can't tell me I'm about to leave all those type of music, including Spanish music, all that shit, just because hip-hop is like, okay, cool, they rap
What's your
about
top
shit.
5 all time
What?
in general?
What do you mean top 5?
Music, artists.
I thought you couldn't talk while he's talking.
Yeah.
Oh, stupid ass.
Yeah, he was trying to get me. He was trying to do a Carlos right there. He was there trying to do a Carlos right now.
All right, hurry. We gonna add 5
No, go
seconds.
ahead. He just did a Carlos on me. That's crazy. Go ahead. That's wild.
And go ahead. Someone put a timer on?
Yeah, I got it.
On your last video we did, I think the video that's coming out, which will be today, you said your top 5 was, I think it was Kanye, I think it was Mac
Because I
Miller,
grew up with those people.
I think it was Drake, I think it
grew up
was.
with those
So
people.
you're saying you're gonna delete your top 5
Yes,
artists
nigga,
of
I
all
am
time?
24 years old, nigga. I got 50,
whoa,
70
buddy,
years more. Like, come
you're
on.
talking. Also, by the way, if I look at your Spotify rap, which I do every year, you're deleting 60% of what you listen to in your music.
That's fine by me. There's way better
That's-
music out there.
Oh, then fine. If that's the case, then how come
just gotta find it,
how
though.
come 60% of music you consume is the music you're trying to delete?
Because I'm only, bro, I'm only 24 years old, bro. I can stop listening to rap right now, and in my whole 60, 70 years of my life,
But you can
I
do
could
it. But
listen to
you
good
can
music
do it now and haven't done it, so that means something.
because I grew up with it.
That is true. That is kind of like you're touching kind of on like
I get what both of them.
circumstantial things now. So, oh, okay. Well, yeah. Since it is my turn, like
Oh, shit,
that kind of
right,
that kind of goes back to like the point I was saying, to where it's more of like the exploration type of thing, where like we have arguments like this, like yeah, like you do have a point saying like, oh, that's most of our music we listen to today, but like you gotta think about where we grew up. You gotta think about like who the people we were surrounded with. That's all we had, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's why it's like that. But now, especially with the channel, I say this a lot, by the way, especially with the channel and like our taste growing, we could find stuff like, bro. Honestly, I don't even think I listen. Other than on the channel, haven't listened to a rap album on my own, like, or like an actual like solely hip hop album on my own. It's always been either like rock, alternative. After finding the music we found on this channel, like I kind of just took that path rather than going down more hip hop, which like I think you guys kind of did too.
I do get what you. All right, we're done with the 45. We're spinning it back. Spin my shit back, my boy.
All right, last round,
I'm
third
gonna-
round.
I already said what you. I understand 100% that. Like, and plus what you were saying about like growing up on certain musics, and I do like to further your point. Like, I understand taking away those other genres means taking away you looking for other music. Like, there's a lot more sounds out there to listen to in those. I get that. But at the end of the day, when we look at the most consumed music, especially in our, like, for you, I wouldn't know. For you, you're taking away your favorite songs for the sake of, but there's other music to listen to. Buddy, there's going to be amazing songs to listen to for one time, and then that was great, never touching you again.
How you know?
So you do it
Because I know you, man. What are you talking about? You do this now. Yo, when was the last?
but
Hold on.
We gotta keep the argument objective, though.
Pardon.
Yeah,
That's
just
crazy.
Okay, gang up or Rafi type shit, I guess.
Nah,
right?
nah,
You
nah,
know
nah,
he
nah.
disagrees also, right?
Yeah, but I acknowledge your point. He made a good point, but either way, my point. My 45 is done. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Rob.
What's it called? And don't get me wrong, like I understand what you're trying to say. I understand what you're trying to say, but at the same time, it's like 2 years ago, it was all rap for us. All rap. Nigga, now we could say, yo, we barely listen to rap that much. And I know all of y'all could say that right now because of this channel. And I'm telling you, 7, 10 years from now, rap is not even going to be level right there. When the Kendricks leave, when the J. Cole leaves, when the Drakes leave, y'all not going to have rap like that. Y'all have that shit now because those people are still releasing music. I promise y'all that. That's not going to happen in 12 years from now.
Bold.
That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I just think that's like an irrelevant point to make because that doesn't do nothing. For example, like think about it in 10 years from now.
Fuck your 45.
If we go by your logic, 10 years from now when J. Cole does the 20-year anniversary of 24 Forest Hill Drive, you can't be there and you can experience that, but I can. And I can still find new artists every single day from hip hop that can fill that void. That's like telling my uncle who fell in love with Tupac in the 90s that he can't fall in love with Kendrick in the 2000s. That void's gonna be full. People rise every single day. And also, like I think you guys undermine the point of deleting your past. Your past made you what you are now. That doesn't leave. Nostalgia is a really big thing. That's why movies today are always sequels from the 90s and then in the 80s because nostalgia always wins. You can't take away your past. It molded me. Love yours molded me.
Like to go on to go up to your point, like you could kind of do that for any genre where it's like people will rise up. Like, yeah, like they might not be as mainstream as like your J. Cole's, as your Kendricks, but if you're in that genre enough, you'll find your people and then you'll find things that you look forward to dropping, even though it's not, you know, your hip hop. Like I like to think of it as like, yes, hip hop dibbles and dabbles, and yes, you can get really great genres in your hip hop. But I don't think it compares to like the authenticity of when you go into that genre like itself and experience the highs that gives you. Like if I go to like country and experience the highs on that, it's gonna be a completely different feeling than I have with like a rock music. Like yes, you could do like rock-esque hip hop songs, you can do country-esque hip hop songs, but like it's always just like a mix. It's never like the highs you'll get from that individual, and that's what I strive for. All right, closing statements. Closing
statement. I understand each and one of y'all's points. Like, I understand your point. Yours is a good ass point. I understand your point. Like, our tastes have developed and they will continue to develop. I just think when it's all said and done, there's too much to lose and just shutting out hip hop because of what it means for even other genres now. Not only has every genre leaked into rap, that shit's leaking back out into theirs. Like, it's like we see theirs coming into our like into hip hop. You get what I'm saying? Kind of like it's all leading back into it anyways. Like we can think of all these new artists for like alternative music and rock music. There's not gonna be another Radiohead, and there's no one that makes any other type of level of that, right? Like they're here anyways. Like they're coming in no matter what.
So I have a question for that then. So if that's the case, if we're really just leaking into like other genres, if every genre is leaking into each other, when does it become more one thing than the other? Like when, like just because it has a little bit of hip hop in it, does that like exclude it from what we're doing? Because like if that's the case, then it's like hip hop is literally everything. Yeah. And if that's what we're doing, then it's just like that little bit of hip hop influence. Does that get taken out too? Even though it's a country song, even though it's like a rap song, does that get counted as hip hop for having those influences the same way we're saying how rock can influence hip hop now? Or
well, it's like when you think about rock, there's rock and there's heavy metal and then there's metal, and they do the same thing. It's just not done well enough.
So those rap songs that take the R&Bs and take all those other songs for samples, you're counting them as hip hop?
Like that's my thing. Like when is it more one thing than the other though?
In my opinion, it's all a matter of relativity, right? Like relative to what the foundation was. Like we look at the founders of like we're talking about rap. Look at what Rakim was doing, for example, right? His all the shit that he introduced, that rap structure, like his sound, all that, like that grittiness and all that shit carries on to the newer hip hops, even if it's another genre tapping in. Like you take that and you fucking, I don't know, sample Wade's Blood and the fuck, you're gonna hear the hip hop in there. Like it's gonna be undeniable. If it's not, then you can say what you want. But at that point, it's like as the consumer, as the listener, you decide for yourself on that.
What about songs that aren't hip hop but has a hip hop feature?
That's
I'd consider that genre. Yeah, like it has a hip hop feature. You get me?
Okay.
Like what's
like
that?
Gorillas do it all the time.
Yeah, like you get me, Gorillas. I'd be missing out on Gorillas. Yeah,
I was thinking of Katy Perry for some reason, but you know, like that's a good one. That's a good one too.
I'll miss out on the Gorillas, which is a big loss. But give me Run the Jewels, and I'll take that. It's like the rap version of them. Really, not as good, nowhere near. But like I listen to them, and I get that same excitement, the same feel, that same theatrical ass music, and that is pure hip hop. That's pure rap. So that I can't. You get me? Like you can replicate all those feelings, and I say replicate. That might sound like not natural, whatever. I think it is like a natural feeling. Like those feelings that other genres can give me, rap can give me all of that in one. Like I'm trying to feel this way one day. I'm gonna go to metal. I want to feel this way. I'm gonna go to country. I feel this way. I'm gonna go R&B. Nigga, I'll go to rap for anything I feel. At that point, it don't matter. No matter what I'm feeling, rap has it. I can't say that, me personally at least, again, I don't know every artist out there. That's ridiculous. I know maybe about 10% of artists. So I'm talking from someone who has not heard everything. But as far as what I have heard, and rap is not my main genre. It's not my favorite. I listen to alternative music 20 times more than I listen to rap. But there's things that, like, there's itches that other genres won't touch into that rap will for sure, in my experience. Again, it's my experience. I'm limited to what I know. That's it.
How about you, bro?
But that's just...
simply the fact that I just can't give out Spanish for me. Like Spanish music is so big in my life and in my future life. It's just I can't give that up. 2, alternate music, bro. Like this past couple of years, me getting introduced to that shit has completely changed my life. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I really can't give that shit up, bro. And I really do believe that it's like fucking tomorrow I'm allergic to milk and I can never drink milk again. Like I'm gonna try to find something that doesn't have milk that I'm gonna fall in love with. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna find something different, a different genre of music that I'm gonna love just as much as I love hip hop or I loved hip hop. If that makes any sense, at least that's how I think.
I get what you mean. Like you take away that, you can find that love somewhere else.
You're gonna if you take away something from you, you're gonna find something that like, yo, this shit existed. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna find that.
On
And
some
I feel like
ignorant shit,
that.
too. I didn't
I'm
think
gonna
about
find
the
that
Spanish
shit.
shit. Like, prior to you saying that, I didn't even think about that. Like, damn, he listens to like someone who listens to someone who like that's part of their culture and shit. To take that away, I didn't think about that. That's on me.
The way I look at it is the reason why the question is always framed as hip hop against everything else is because, like what Ryan said, hip hop is the only genre that can do it. Like if the thing was only rock and take everything else, I don't even think that would be a question in people's mind unless you're OD rock heavy.
Like
fan.
that has to make up for like 80% of your fucking listeners.
Yeah, that's what I'm
bro.
saying. So the reason why hip hop is always framed that way because hip hop is the only genre that does this and does this that well. And to your Radiohead point, that to me is my overarching point is because in other genres, I never see enough of the other people taking the spots. Like Radiohead has every time I talk to a rock person or anybody, yo, what's your favorite rock who's all time? It's always Radiohead, and then it's always the same people. There's never like somebody new that takes over that scene because that's what I feel like that those genres to me feel like a tiny bit, not all the way, they feel a tiny bit stale because the pinnacle of that genre has been done by those people already. And I never see even the young. We have a channel. A lot of people our age, and I ask the people our age, "What's your top 5?" They say Radiohead. They say Tame. They say everybody because in that genre, in those genres other than hip hop, I feel like the top is the top, and everybody else is replicating what they do. Hip hop because your creativity can go somewhere else. You can have a different rhyme scheme, and there's just so much, and even like clothing. There's just so much attached to the world that we're living in today that there's no other genre that's doing that. Now, will it happen in the future? There could be some news that happens. I don't know. But right now, hip hop has such a pulse on the world that I just don't know what you can take that away from.
I mean, my thing is, oh my bad. I was gonna say because my thing is going into that. It's like I think I touched on this before. Yeah, it has that pull, but at the end of the day, it's just up to the one person, and like I think that's my main shtick is that having that sense of exploration. It's like it's a wonder in my head. It's a wonder to the human experience. Like we are on this earth to literally live. Like one of the luxuries of life is eating food, breathing air, and I think now listening to music is. I feel like a luxury in life that we get to have. So having that be perfectly curated to yourself and the way that you get experience that, I don't think hip hop is needed for that. Yes, you do miss out on a lot of great
What
stuff.
was that point? Sorry.
What you mean?
Hip hop is needed for what? So I didn't get that last point.
I just don't think hip hop is needed for like that experience. You know,
First,
like
for like
just the experience of like listening to music itself. Like,
that to me that's a crazy statement.
I don't think it's needed. No,
You don't think wait? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still. You don't think hip hop is needed for?
I'm not talking about like its influence. Like I'm just like
for the sake of that itch to explore music, you don't need hip hop for that.
Yeah,
And
not its influence, not its impact. I'm talking about like
Yeah.
just you experiencing
Yeah,
music.
like
Like
you
if you
just
never
going out
touch
there.
that genre, like you miss out on some stuff. But like that's just like saying you miss out on stuff if you never listen to this, if you never listen to this. Like it's just up to the person, and I think it's just
Oh,
like
so you're saying for you?
that's my entire
Oh, I
point.
thought you
yeah.
were saying
What
in general, like
No,
you
no,
just
no,
you
of course.
okay.
And I think his
No,
main point
I'm
was
saying
Oh,
like
okay,
if
okay,
you are
okay.
a person, a human listening to music,
copy.
like and you just never get around to hip hop, that's something you just missed out. But like I'm sure like you found all these other treasures that
Copy.
someone
Yeah.
who only listens to hip hop will not have. So like I said, it's always a give and a take, but I think just having that experience is overall the true wonder of listening to music rather than just it being hip hop.
if there's like one concrete truth, like one right answer is that like it's depends on the person. Like if you want to explore the music, you can. That's up to the person. So I get that 100%. If I'm choosing for the world though, yeah, I fucked. 'Cause I'm picking hip hop. There's just no way about it.
Well, guys, hopefully.
Hold on.
Oh,
Yo,
Hey there, what's up?
yo, is Mac Miller considered a hip hop artist?
I could answer that one for you.
Great, thank you, Thomas.
He's saying
I
yes.
say yeah, stupid.
He's trying to help you, bro. But he's saying yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. You thought otherwise. That's gonna.
Yeah,
that makes you
word. I'm
question
like, what
your-
the hell do you think your entire
Yeah.
life?
I'm questioning your intellect
That's
now.
crazy.
Well, guys, it's been your boy C Swerve.
That's the right guy.
It's your boy Cruz.
Let us know in the
Julio.
comments, please.
Nigga said,
Argue.
fuck my
Argue.
name.
Yeah, fuck
Bro,
my
he
name.
does-
45. Fuck
he
my
does-
name.
he
Fuck
did
my
that.
point.
Yeah, fuck Julio. I want y'all to argue viciously in the comments. Rip to the part. Fuck everybody's opinion. Your opinion's the only one that matters.
Let
Yes.
us know whose side you're on.
He's
And
saying
let
that
us
as a
know-
joke. That's his true
No, that's
feelings.
not a joke. Please
Let us
be
know
mean
whose
to each
side
other.
you guys are on, and let us know any like good points that you guys have over like that side that you guys are on.
I want
I would
arguments.
love to read it. I want to argue with y'all. Word.
I'm gonna be in the comments too with my shader.
I'm gonna be my burner. Niggas ain't fucking.
That's what I meant to say. My burner account.
Fuck you, Yachty solos. I'm gonna do that on everything.
Yachty solo.